Good morning, beautiful people. Happy Thursday. Oh, thank you so much for watching today. If you're watching on the replay, I appreciate you doing so. You can always catch my replays. Don't forget at the end of the video to click on the notifications button so you get notified every time I go live so you don't miss out. And if you're on the replay, you can always comment. I'll come back to read everyone's comments and respond to them. So please do so and send me some of those little hearts. Tap, tap, tap on the hearts and the likes, because I love to see that. It makes me feel good in my heart. So I'm getting ready to head out today, and I want to do my makeup, but I want to talk to you a little bit about what has been going on in my life lately. And you may have missed me the last couple days. I hope so. But, you know, sometimes depression and anxiety just come over you like that, so quickly. It's like one idea gets in your head, and then it feels just like you've been hit by a freight train. And it knocks you down, it knocks you out. And it really, for me at least, my whole world comes crashing to, hi Ashton, my sweetie friend. My whole world just comes to a halt, it seems. And, you know, it's kind of hard to talk about because I know there's some people out there who, this is really bright, better, okay. Who think that, you know, all you have to do is just snap out of it. Snap out of it. Just get over it and move on. And, you know, sometimes you can. But other times it's just, it's completely debilitating. It really is. You get stuck in the little voices. Not that I have voices in my mind. You too, Ashton, bestie. Sometimes, you know, the little subconscious, whatever, the little angel on your shoulder, whatever, who's talking to you, that inner voice that you hear just gets the best of you. And I try really, really hard to be positive in my life and to keep everything around me positive and uplifting. And sometimes it just gets you. I don't want to get into too many details. It's a combination of both professional and personal. But, yeah, I just shut down. Hi, Angela. I just shut down. It's really horrible. The anxiety on top of it just makes me even more hypersensitive to it. What am I looking for? Powder. Because then my brain starts to go and I start thinking the what ifs. Well, what if this happens? Well, that was dumb. Why did I do that? You know, and then you start to tear yourself apart, feeling that you're inadequate and not a good person and a loser, and, you know, that stuff kicks in, and it's really hard to deal with it. Now, some of you may be saying to yourself, well, get on some drugs. I am on some drugs. But if you think depression and anxiety shuts me down, the side effect of the medication that I'm on for anxiety, which I don't take often, I don't take daily, puts me to sleep. It completely numbs me out to the world. And it's just, I don't like that. I like to be functioning. And it just completely numbs me out. And then it's like, well, then I'm really not doing anything. So I'm getting good to the point where I can identify when I'm getting into a depressive cycle or a anxiety issues. I can kind of identify it now and kind of see it coming Doesn't always mean I can stop it. But I have found, for me, I'm not curing anyone here, I found for me that acknowledging it and being aware of the anxiety helps me, because then I don't feel quite so lost, as in what's going on. I don't understand what's going on. Why do I feel this way? So if I'm getting better at recognizing it, and so I can acknowledge it and say, okay, I see what I'm going through. This is depression, this is anxiety, and okay, what are we going to do? Now, sometimes you just sit and cry. And that's what you do. And other times you can muddle your way through it. I end up with all my brushes all over my table every time I do my makeup. Other times you go pick yourself up by your bootstraps. That's not always that easy to do, let me tell you. It really, really isn't. And especially when you're in the throes of it. It will take me, on average, and those of you who know me, who've seen me go through this process, it takes me on average about 3 days to get through the cycle. I did take some medication, which knocked me out. But yeah, it'll take me about 3 days to go through this cycle of, sorting through it, sorting through my feelings, sorting through my thoughts. Oh, I forgot primer today. No primer. We'll see how I handle this Texas heat today. And getting there, I'll usually start out thinking that, the worst. The worst, oh, this sucks. I should quit. I'm just going to give up. This isn't going right. That's not going right. I'm not good at anything. Blah, 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 blah. That's how my brain processes. And, that's the first day or so. And the second day, I start thinking to myself, okay, yeah, I know I need to get out of this funk. I need to get out of this funk. But, big but, sometimes you get so bogged down in it, you almost don't want to, honestly. And I kind of check out for a while. I will literally, you'll see me not posting, which is bad for my business. Crazy eyebrows today. Sorry, I can't talk and do eyebrows at the same time. But yeah, it'll take me about 3 days. The first day is the realization, what I'm going through, and the little bit of beating myself up, and the depression of it. And then the anxiety sets in, and then I just get kind of like worn out. It's like, well, I could fix this, but I don't know how. I can't do it. I've tried this, I've tried that, and it doesn't work, it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And generally about the third day, it's kind of like I have to hit rock bottom to have a breakthrough. One eyebrow. This is why you do your eyebrows, people. This is why you do. I kind of have a breakthrough. I start digging for solutions. Thank you, Veronica. Thank you. I start looking for solutions instead of saying there are no solutions. And I think that's the big turning point, is getting to that place where you feel there is hope. And I did post that I was having a rough time on Facebook. And I didn't do that just so I could get people to comment and wish me well and all that. I did it because I want to share what's going on in my life with people. I want them to understand this is part of who I am. I've been this way for years. Many people in my family suffer from depression and anxiety. I don't know if it's hereditary, but whatever. But, this is something that I have to deal with, and, maybe I can help somebody else deal with it. And it's kind of funny because a friend of mine came to me and canceled an appointment we had because she was having a depressive episode. at the same time I was, which is kind of funny. And at the same time, one of the groups I'm in with other boss chicks, somebody posted, how do you deal with anxiety and still work your business? And it became a thread of all of us who have anxiety and giving each other tips and solutions of how to get through it, how to get out of it. And that's what yesterday was for me, was really digging my way out of the hole, finding a solution, figuring out that if something doesn't work, that maybe it's not the right thing. Maybe I have to find something else. Don't worry, not leaving Limelight, talking something different. But maybe it's not going in the right direction. Eyebrows. Swear they're the bane of my existence. And my voice is real throaty today, so sorry about that. Hope I'm not getting sick. But happy to say, and comment below if you know you go through the same thing, that it really sucks the life out of you. It totally tears me down for a couple days, and it's a process I have to get through and work through it. And there's like stages, almost like stages of grief. There's definitely stages that you have to go through to kind of dig your way, dark, out of that hole. I'm not paying attention to my brows while I'm talking to you. And I'm not going to do a good job on them today. Okay. I insist that my brows are twins, not sisters. I know everybody says they're not twins, they're sisters. I insist they must be twins. And it never works. But yeah, so I've been looking into a couple things to add to my business, not another business, but to help me grow and build on a more professional level. And I've been struggling in finding what I need. And I've kind of been spinning my wheels. And then it's not going well, so then I get depressed. And it's because I'm looking in only one direction. You know, you have to keep your mind open to different areas, because if you're looking at just one thing, it doesn't mean that there's no other options. So I was getting bogged down and insisting that this one thing was going to make a difference for me. This one thing was going to change everything. And that thing wasn't happening. And that was really starting to affect me. And I let it affect me. I admit, I let it affect me. I'm just putting this color on for a base. And it totally got me down. I'm getting better at not letting those things happen, but when you want something so bad, sometimes you forget that you are the only one who can control how you feel. And you react to it and you let it make you feel a certain way. And in doing so, you lose all control. You lose control of the situation, you lose control of your goals, and that's what you have to really caution about, at least in my sense of it. So I dug deep yesterday, and I believe I have found a solution to the help I was looking for, but that I wasn't getting. And I believe I found a solution. I'm going to give it a try, because you never know if you don't try, right? Isn't that always the case? You have to try to find out. You have to take chances in life to find out if something will or will not work for you. So you weigh the pros and the cons. And I'm really excited to say I think I've figured it out. It's something that definitely jives with me, with who I am, with who I want to be, and that I am very receptive to. And in doing so, I reached out to a longtime friend of mine who's also involved in this and is doing really well. And she highly praised what I want to get into. And actually we have a call set up for tomorrow morning to discuss, because I told her some of the issues I was having, and she's been there, she's worked through it, so collaboration happens. So all good things started to happen. They really started to come through. And like I said, it's kind of like a break free moment. Like you have to, like I said, hit rock bottom sometimes to find your way out of the hole you're in. I think that's okay. So yeah, and I've also noticed that it kind of, I almost want to say cyclical. I think it does have a little something to do with my cycle. I get a little too sensitive. Y'all ladies know what I'm talking about. And it's easier at that time to let things get to you and kind of get down into your soul and affect you. So another thing we have to watch out for is those kind of things. Fun! I love being a girl, don't you guys, sometimes? Love it, love it, love it. So, yeah, so I thought, you know, I'm going to come live today and talk about this and my makeup and do my makeup, and because I'm getting ready. I actually have like 4 appointments set today, which is exciting. I kind of got busy last night after I figured my shit out, and I've got a coffee set up, a lunch set up, 2 other meetings set up, and then I'm going to go driving a little bit tonight. And got up, I showered, very important. I showered, did my hair. I'm wearing my power color, as you know. I'm wearing my beautiful new bling from Miss Lily B from Paparazzi Accessories. Love it, love it. And I feel better. I feel better. I had a long talk with another old friend last night. So people are reaching out to me, which I really need, because I don't keep a close group of friends. You know how some people have like these 18 people they can call on at any moment? I don't have that. I never really have. I think it comes from being a bit of an introvert, which, yes, believe it or not, I'm an introvert. And so it's really nice to have friends who are there for you even after years of not really talking, who are there for you and are willing to help because they truly love you and they love who you are, they love you the person, and it really does matter. And sometimes you don't know who these people are until you need them. Sometimes you just don't know. Better. A little more. And I'm very, very thankful to all of my friends who reached out to me the last couple days, who posted such sweet words of encouragement. Oh, I can't cry, I just did my makeup. Encouragement and love and acceptance and appreciation. And, you know, it goes to show you, you've got friends who care and you've got friends who don't. And so I love the ones who do. And I appreciate them. And it's been, sniffling now, a real blessing having these people in my life. It really has. And life can really be amazing, you know, it really can. But that's my little story. Gotta curl my lashes. What I suffer with, I don't know if I suffer with it. Sometimes it's not too bad, but yeah, I'm noticing it's cyclical. It's like every 3 months or so, I have like a major episode. And, or at least since my last episode was about 3 or 4 months. So, some of those of you who are close to me know that, and know that, yeah, it took me about a good 3 days to kind of pull it together and figure my shit out. Sorry. I'm not too good with words sometimes. Gotta force these little puny things into submission. But it works. It works. And, you know, sometimes you just have to get through it. But I will say, for those of you who are dealing with this, it does really help if you can get to the point where you can identify it and become a little more conscious of it when it happens. It doesn't, I started feeling this on Saturday. I started feeling the first little anxiety issues happening. And, sorry, this and browse, I can't do and talk at the same time. Started feeling the anxiety on Saturday, and I was weepy and kind of a mess. And just really unhappy. And I really tried hard Saturday, actually, to snap out of it. I told myself, I said, Sarah, you got to knock this off. You can't let this affect the rest of your day. You can't let this just get you and bring you down so hugely. And I was able to make it through the day really well and deal with it. But then come Monday, I was just exhausted, and it all just kind of hit me smack in the face, you know. Sometimes you just don't want to do anything. You just want to sit around and veg, which is what I do. I've found self-love, which is not what you think it is. Get your minds out of the gutter. Self-love, which is just self-care, self-love, taking care of yourself. If I have to sit around all day, watch Disney movies in order to put some joy back in my soul. And, you know, that's what I have to do. Unfortunately, I also eat a lot. That's also what I do. So not very healthy, but I do it. And I have to give a shout out to my boyfriend, Robert, because he is the best. He really is the best. He gets me. He understands me. He knows when to leave me alone. And the other night, I told him, I said, well, he commented, he said, this is kind of unusual, you hanging out on the sofa with me, because usually I'm upstairs in my office working in the evenings while he watches TV, because I've told you I don't watch very much TV. So if I'm out there watching TV, he knows something's not quite right. And I told him at one point, I said, I'm going to just go upstairs and watch TV in the bedroom. He said, are you going to sleep? I said, no, just going to watch TV and maybe read a little bit, sniffling again. And he actually turned off the TV and came to bed early and laid in bed and just held me, and meant the world. Meant the world. You know, sometimes that's just what you need, to know that somebody you love loves you back and is there for you. And I don't always need him to fix me or fix my issues. I just need him to love me and tell me it'll be okay, and I'll figure it out. Ooh, lashes. Yeah, baby. So that's that. So I feel 100 times better today. Hence the makeup. Hence the video. And also the rocket accessories. Feeling better. And it's funny because my friend who called me the other day who said she was depressed, I was coaching her on what to do. Self-love, take a shower, go get a pedicure, do something for yourself. Just kind of embrace it and work through it. And yet it took me a while still to get through it at the same time. Lashes. Okay, I see one little mascara oops there I gotta fix. Always wait till the mascara dries, and then you can rub it off with a Q-tip without ruining your makeup. Ta-da. How about a lip? Let's do a lip today. Oh, if we're gonna do signature colors, we gotta do signature color. I need to exfoliate my lips. So, you know, I was hesitant at first to talk about this on social media because I didn't want people to think poorly of me or like oh, she's an idiot. She's depressed. She's got to figure it out. But, you know, this is me. Take me or leave me. This is me. This is my life. This is who I am. Okay, don't talk when you're putting on lipstick. Talk amongst yourselves. Feel free. Oh God, you're still here. Yay, makes me feel better. I love this color. I'm so sad this discontinued. My favorite color, ash. So, I better take it with me just in case. Although it's usually good for 7 hours. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Starting a new day today. A new hope. A new hope. That's Star Wars. Starting fresh. So, I love you all so much. Everything you do and say and encouragement, just don't cry. Really just means the world to me. It really does. So for that, I thank you, and I hope I can do right by you in everything I do. So love y'all. Have a great day. Be amazing. Hug somebody, love on somebody, and love yourself, okay? Have a good one. Bye.